learn. I keep on telling myself, yesterday I told you, and today I want to tell you again. As an entrepreneur, believe every day is difficult. Today is very difficult. Tomorrow is much more difficult. But believing the day after tomorrow, that day is very beautiful. But most people die tomorrow evening. If you don't work hard, you don't see the sunshine. And people say, how could you inspire people when days are so bad? We hire people who are very self-motivated. Don't hire people who are very sort of complaining. As a leader, you should never complain. If you complain, nobody will follow you. Nobody loves to follow a leader who complains a lot. And we have to be optimistic. I'm lucky enough to meet so many great business leaders in the world. I find all of them, they are very optimistic. I found all of them never complain, and I found all of them want to making sure that their team are better. 18 years later, now from 18 founders, now we got more than 50,000 people. And from my apartment, we got a lot of campers today, and we have achieved over 550 billion US dollars GMV sales last year. And we also have more than 500 million users using our services in China alone. And every day, more than 200 million people shopping through a mobile phone on our site. And one thing you believe or not, I just don't understand. There are about more than 60 million people browser through mobile phone every night without buying anything. And we also created more than 33 million jobs. This is what we feel for China. This is what we feel most proud of. Our goal is that we are bigger, even crazier. Yesterday I told you, by year 2036, we try to build an economy that be the world's 5th largest economy. For our GMV last year, we are ranking number 21 or 22 in the world. In the next 20 years, we want to be the 5th. In the 5th largest economy, we want to support 2 billion consumers. We want to create 100 million jobs for the world. We want to support 10 million businesses be profitable on our platform. This is what we want to do. And by the way, there are a lot of stories about us, a lot of books telling about us. I never write a book by myself because I think when I start to write my own autobiography, that means I'm getting old. The book I want to write about one day is about Alibaba 1001 mistakes. We made so many mistakes, and the mistakes that we learn are the best assets we have. We made all kinds of mistakes on the financing, on the HR, on the marketing, and on the competition.
亲爱的观众朋友，我是互联网创业导师，很高兴您能够看到这个视频。如今互联网已经是趋势了，您在玩手机和电脑的时候，是否想过通过一部手机住家就可以创业呢？转发分享就秒结到账，很多人做了2、3个月就月收入过万了。我是互联网创业的先行者，已经帮助了很多90后、屌丝、网盲，通过我们这个事业平台改变了命运。如果您也渴望成功，那么请拿出您的纸和笔，记一下我的联系方式，我的 QQ135-852-3348，QQ 135-852-3348。微信182-9085-5363，微信182-9085-5363，依您导师为您详细解答。我们系统的使命是让网民上网变得更有价值，了解不会损失什么，拒绝了解可能错过良机。谢谢。
People who know trade in the Silicon Valley, San Francisco. So we started to hire people from Miami, from New York, all arriving at San Francisco. After 1 month or 2 months, we realized something wrong when we have like 30 people in our Silicon Valley office. Because those people, they know trade, but they don't know anything about the internet. Those people who know about the internet, they do not know anything about the trade. And the other thing frustrated us is that it was a beautiful story at that time because they say China in the daytime, US is the evening. US in the daytime, China is the evening. So people work in the daytime, send email there, so next day they can continue to work. It's a beautiful story, but did not work out. Later we find out that those people who know trade do not necessarily have to know English, or at least their English terrible. That's fine. People understand what you're talking about. We do not need English experts to do import-export. So we know something wrong, we say, we have to shut down the office. And I told the team, the 30 people, say, we're going to have shut down. You want to get cash, or you want to get Alibaba share? If you want to get a cash, $3,000, like $2,000 or $3,000 each person. If you want to get a share, 1 cent, 2 cents per share. You get options. Everybody say, give me cash, no shares. They all went home happily with $3,000. So we have a lot of mistakes we made, and a lot of colleagues also made mistakes. We survived. I would say we survived. We're not successful. We will never say, in Alibaba, we'll never say we are a successful company, because we will not say success until we survive 102 years. We just finished 18 years. There are another 84 years to go. The next 84 years, anything could happen, so we will never say we're succeeding. Because every time, I think most people here, have the same feeling. When you get a feeling of being successful, problem comes. Right? So I share some of the tips why we survived. First, we have to believe in the future. We have to love the jobs we do. We have to love our customers. So if you don't have the vision for the future, it's difficult for a team to have a teamwork. Do not hire people for you to work. Hire people to work for the vision you agree on together. Especially young people, my advice, if you're 20 years old, please join a good company, find a good boss to learn how to do business. If you're 30 years old, if you want to do something yourself, try to do something yourself. When you are 40 years old, please do something that you are strong at and good at. When you're 50 years old, please spend time for the young people, giving chance for young people while you're still strong. When you're 60 years old, better spend time with your grandchildren on the beaches. This is generally speaking, and this is something that everything you do, you have to love it. If you do not like the things you're doing, your life is in trouble. Right. Second is that try to build a good team. What does a good team mean? The good team does not mean you hire excellent people from Harvard or from a multinational Fortune 500 companies. I remember when we raised the first $5 million, we think, now we have money from $50,000 to $5 million. So we should hire great people. We hired close to 10 excellent vice presidents for many multinational companies. One of the guys who are the marketing expert vice president of a big company, he gave me a business plan, a marketing plan, $12 million. And I say, hey, we only have $5 million. How could you give me a business plan for next year's budget to marketing $12 million? He said, Jack, I never make any plan below $20 million. Hire the right people, not necessarily the best people. The best people is always you train them. There's no best people in the market. The best people for you is always you train yourself. So, as I say, if you hire the people who are very good, not suitable to you, it's just like you are putting a Boeing 747 engine into a poor tractors. Neither of them are happy. The engine is not happy, the poor tractor is not happy. So find the right people.